Hey everyone, I'm Karen McManus, author of the One of Us is Lying series, along with several standalone young adult thrillers. And I'm here to tell you about my fifth book, You'll Be the Death of Me. I like to call this book Ferris Bueller's Day Off meets a murder mystery. It's about three estranged friends who skip school, get caught up in a crime, and the only way they can get themselves out of this rapidly escalating mess is to reveal their secrets. This book has all of the storytelling elements I love, including relatable characters with a little bit of a dark side, lots of twists and turns, and what I hope is a surprising resolution. I think that my international readers will love it, and I hope that you do too. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Hi, my name is Colby Cedar-Smith. I'm the author of Call Me Athena, Girl from Detroit. It will be released from Andrews McMeel on August 17th, 2021. This story is very near and dear to my heart. It is based on my grandmother, Mary Scandalaris, who was an immigrant of, she was a daughter of Greek and French immigrants. And the book is actually told from her perspective and also her parents' perspective when they were in Greece and France. And it really is a snapshot of all three lives at the age of 16. And it tells the story of why the immigration to America happened. And I think that the themes that are present in the book, family, love, loss, tradition, heritage, freedom, equality, and hope, are themes that will be relatable to many different audiences. I'm so excited about the beautiful cover, which uses the art of Hülya Özdemir, who's a Turkish artist and I have loved for many years. I am extremely excited that we've already gained some advance praise from Ruta Sepetys, who's one of my favorite writers, who writes historical fiction for a crossover audience and sells to both teenagers and to adults. I can't wait to share this book with the rest of the world, and I hope that that readers in many different countries love this story as much as I do. Thank you.
Aloha mai kākou. O Malulani Moreno ko'uinoa no Hawaii mai iau. I'm Malulani Moreno, and Hawaii is my home. Or as we say in Olelo Hawaii, our native tongue, it is my kulaiwi, the place of my ancestors' bones. I'm so excited to present to you my debut novel, An Island Without You, which is as much about my main characters, Keone and Aaron, as it is about my native homeland. Keone is a lot like teenage me, a native Hawaiian or Kanaka Maoli growing up in a place colonized by Americans, feeling more of a connection with the Western world than with his own culture. He struggles at school because of the taunts and bullying of his childhood tormentor, Spencer. And all he really wants is deep connection and friendship. Keone is a character I needed growing up, and I'm elated that Native Hawaiian keiki and LGBTQ teens will get to see themselves in the pages of a book. Aaron, too, carries similarities to my younger self. He recently moved to a new town on the island of Oahu. All he wants is to meet a friend, but that's difficult for him since he's a little socially awkward, struggling with a condition called selective mutism. He meets someone, though, a closeted high school athlete by the name of Spencer, who he thinks could end up being more than a friend. Keone and Aaron's lives collide when Spencer, the boy they have in common, turns up missing. I'll leave the rest for you to discover on your own when the book launches in January 2022. Rachel Lynn Solomon, author of You'll Miss Me When I'm Gone, says with stunning prose and a wholly immersive setting, An Island Without You is a poignant exploration of loneliness, grief, and identity. Keone and Aaron are complex, vivid characters whose journeys to self-acceptance aren't easy, and yet it's impossible not to root for them as they join forces to unravel a local mystery, navigating a tentative friendship along the way. A heart-wrenching book that fills you up with hope. I'm looking forward to this book reaching international readers. Mahalo nui loa, ahuiho.
Hey there, I'm Tara O'Connor, author and illustrator of the graphic novel Fly By Night, due out October 12th, 2021. I'm originally from New Jersey, but recently moved to Northern Ireland. And as a Jersey girl in a new country, I am sure you can imagine some of the things that I hear, ranging from Jersey Shore references that I don't quite understand, The Sopranos, of course, and no, contrary to popular belief, not everyone says Joyzy. All that being said, I wanted to show a different side of New Jersey to the world, a spookier side. Every town and every country has their own urban legends, so I wanted to share a bit of folklore from my own state with you. Dee Ramirez has just moved back to her hometown in New Jersey after news of her sister Beth's disappearance. It was one thing having to deal with her divorced parents butting heads, but now Dee has to face that on her own. When Dee gets frustrated with the lack of answers on Beth's disappearance, she decides to take matters into her own hands and finds maybe the old legends about the Jersey Devil might not be legends after all, and that not all monsters live in the woods. After reconnecting with childhood friends, Dee quickly finds out about Beth's involvement trying to stop a local pipeline and finds herself smack dab in the middle of an environmental war between the local commission to save the Pinelands and a new oil company seeking to destroy it. Armed with friends and seemingly a new, albeit supernatural ally, it's not just her own home that she's fighting for anymore. So what inspired me to write this story was actually based on semi-current events. When I was writing this to pitch out, it was late 2016, early 2017. Feels like that was a million years ago, but there was news that a pipeline was going to be built in the New Jersey Pinelands. The pipeline itself was highly contested and protested because the Pinelands is protected land, and despite all of this, there was still a huge chance that it was going to be passed. So upon hearing this news, one of the things that popped into my head was, well, I wonder how the Jersey Devil is going to feel about this pipeline running through its home. And that's where the idea kicked off, really. That's what led to the beginnings of Fly By Night. So I hope you'll enjoy reading about Dee's mysterious and dangerous journey into the Pinelands. Thank you for having me. I hope you're all staying safe.